Now we're going to install back Rogue because we uninstalled it. So go to all apps over there, all apps, press OK. So you can use Google, you can use Chrome, whatever you want. If you've got Chrome, you go up to Chrome and you're going to get this screen and it'll say to either to sign in or to use without an account. And you can't go down to use without an account with this remote because it just doesn't work. You need to turn on the mouse. This is your mouse here, this triangle. And what you do is, people have a hard time with this, so it's not difficult. What you do is you point at your TV box, and while you're pointing at your TV box, you just touch it one time. This button here, you just touch it one time, once, like one Mississippi. So don't keep it pressed for 3 seconds. You just put your finger on it, push it down, and say one Mississippi. When you let go of it, you use this up and down arrow here, and you're going to start seeing there. You're going to, when you push up and down, it'll appear, the mouse will appear. And you want to drag that mouse down to use without an account. And then this stuff comes up. This is, we went to Chrome. We're going to take our mouse, which is down there. We're still on mouse. We haven't taken it. Because, yeah, the remote doesn't let us go down here. So the mouse, you just bring it down to more, and you press OK. Then you get this screen, and you say, got it. And now we're inside Chrome, right? For those using Firefox, again, you'll have to turn on your mouse, and just I'll show you that very quickly. So let me back out. We're gonna go back out. Sorry, I went too far. We're gonna go to all apps. For those of you who are using Firefox, because you don't have Chrome, you just go to this Firefox there, you press OK, and you're going to have to turn your mouse on. So I'm going to push this arrow here. I'm going to point at the box, and I'm going to say one Mississippi as I press it, and there's my mouse that just appeared. It's so simple, but a lot of people get really messed up with this mouse. It's very easy. Just press it down once while you're pointing at your box, and then push up and down arrow, and you will see it appearing on your screen. So for Firefox, you just go and you press continue, and then set as default browser. You can say yes if you want, because you're not going to have access to the other one. So I'm going to put yes. And then it's going to ask you to sign in. You say not now. Don't sign into any of these. Then it's going to say for you to pick your whatever your theme. You just say save and continue. Just keep what's already there. Just press on save and continue. Press OK here again on save and continue. And you're in. So we might as well stay in Firefox because it's the same instructions as it is for Chrome and Google. So once this opens up, you see we don't have a keyboard. We need to get a keyboard, right? So you see I still have my mouse on. It's here climbing because I'm pushing the arrow up. So my mouse is going up. I'm still on mouse mode. So we want to drag our mouse all the way to the top here. And we drag it there. And once you're here on this bar, you want to press OK. And the keyboard appears. Now it's too long it takes too long to type in with the keyboard. I mean with the mouse. So we're going to turn the mouse off now. So again, here's the button for the mouse. I'm going to point at my Android box and I'm going to press it one Mississippi. And now, as you can see, the mouse went away. No problems. And I'm ready to type. So this is what we're going to type now. I'm going to remove this so you can see what I'm typing. So now we're going to type in, and I will show you at the end what I typed in so you can take a screenshot and continue if I've gone too fast, but I'm going slow here, okay? So we're going to type in H, all small letters, H, T, and then another T, and then a P, and then an S, and then we need a colon, the two dots on top of each other. So we're going to go to the numbers. When you click OK on the numbers, you're going to look for the two dots on top of each other, which is right there. So we got HTTPS colon slash slash. We need two of those slashes. And then we need a number 1. Then we need a dot. So that's down here at the bottom right, the dot. And then we need alphabets again. So we're going to go down here where the ABC is. We're going to press there. Now we're in alphabet. And we're going to type in R, O, G, U, E, and now we need a number 1. You can press the number 1 on your remote right there. If you can't get the number 1, just go down to here, change it to numbers. You press OK down there, right? And it changed it to numbers. And you put a 1. Then we need a dot. I pressed OK on the dot there. And then we're almost done. We're gonna go back to alphabet and change it to alphabet here. There we go. Now we got the alphabet. And we're gonna type in T like Tom, V like Victor. 1 more to go and we're done. And then we need one of these slashes. So now we have this typed in. H, T, T, P like Peter, S like Sergio, colon, 2 slashes, the number 1. We have a dot there, a period. After the 1, there's a dot, right? And then we have Rogue, R, O, G, U, E. Then we have a 1. Then we have another dot. Then we have TV. And we have 1 slash. After the slash, you see something there flickering. Don't mind that. That's just something telling me to, that's just a cursor. Okay, so after the slash, after you add that slash, you're done. So after the slash, after the TV slash, it's done. Please ignore this. Don't go sticking an L or a line there. I know it's hard to see here, but just like that. After the slash, you're finished. Okay, so that's what you need to type in. And when you're done typing in, you can take a screenshot of this now. I've had it up here for a while. Hopefully you got it. You can rewind it if you don't. So now when you're done, you go to all the way to the right to that blue circle. Some people tell me it's green, whatever color it is. You go there, you press OK. And this is going to come up now, this message. So we need to turn, no, this one here, not yet turn on the mouse. So we have to allow. So push the arrow to the right, push this arrow to the right. And if you see it highlighted, allow. When you push to the right, I just keep pressing right all the time because it can't go anywhere. So I just keep going right, 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 right. And it goes right to allow. It's always there when you press right. So now you press OK on allow. And now you're going to get this message. and it's going to say download, right? So I'm just going to press right. You see my right? I always just press right. It can't go any further than that, okay? So, by the way, just before we press OK, don't press OK yet, please. If anything comes up for you saying that this has been blocked because it's harmful, you will see down here, like it's a screen that comes like this. It says harmful, it's blocked. It'll say cancel, but somewhere over here it'll say more information or something like that. If you click here instead, never say cancel, look for some other writing, and you click on it for more details. It'll say more details, and then you'll see download anyway. Always download anyway. This isn't a harmful app. It's just a security that the boxes have, right? Our phones have them as well if we're downloading apps. So you will see a screen for some of you come up saying that this could be harmful. Don't press cancel. Go to more details or more information. And how you get there, again, turn on your mouse. And actually, we're going to turn on our mouse now anyways, because we're going to need it soon. So why don't we turn on our mouse? Press it 1 second. Push the arrow up, this arrow up, and you will see, you'll see my mouse there. I'm pushing down actually because I was already up, so I got to come down. And another thing is, if you press this and keep it pressed, it moves faster. If you just go like this, it moves slow. If you keep your thumb on it, it moves faster. You see that? So now I'm going to go to the right, and I'm going to keep it pressed to the right, and it's going to move faster. See that, how it moves? Because if you just do one at a time, it just moves really, really slow. So I'm going to move it over to download. And if for you guys who are seeing that message up here saying more details or cancel, go to more detail with your mouse, and you'll see download anyway. Just click on download anyway. For us, we're going to continue here. We're going to press download. And then down at the bottom or at the top, you're going to see details, and pretty soon you're going to see something that says open. It's just, and the other thing I wanted to mention was one other thing, very important. If you see something come up on your, we press down, you can go ahead and press download, because what's going to come up, I'll continue with my other topic in a second. Once you press download, you're going to see details at the bottom. Something's going to come up that says open. If you don't get to open in time with your mouse by going down with your mouse, don't worry about it. I'm going to show you how to find it. If you can get to open, go click on open on that little box that appears down here where it says details, and then it downloaded and it opens. So go ahead. Right now I skipped that part because I want to take you another way just in case you don't get to open in time at the bottom of your screen. If anything comes up on your screen while you're downloading, and after you say download anyway, and it says we need access to photos, we need access to whatever, give all access to everything. It's not going to get your photos. There's no photos on your box. You have to allow all permissions for it to work. For any files to be downloaded, you need to allow permissions, okay? So allow anything it asks you to. If it says this app cannot be installed because it doesn't have permission, you may see something that says cancel and settings. Click on settings and a list will come up over here, right? And you'll see a bunch of stuff, a bunch of apps here, and they'll be blue, they'll be on, but then you'll see some that are off. So you need to go and click those on. You have to give them permission. Once you click on each one with the OK button, you'll see when it opens, right? Right now we're not seeing it because it's not asking us, but for some boxes it may ask you to allow permission. So go and click OK on all the ones that aren't blue at the end. And once you click those, then you would push the back button, and then it'll continue with the download. Okay, so allow permission to anything it asks you. So now we did the we missed that open button, right? That was coming up here. We missed it, which is okay because a lot of people don't get to it in time. And how we find where Rogue is now is this way. What we do is we want to remove our mouse, first of all. So press the mouse button. I'm going to press it, 1 Mississippi. It's gone. And then you're going to press this back button. Back, 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 all the way out. All the way out to the front of the box. And now what you want to do is you're going to be at the front of the box here, your home screen. I say front of the box because that's what a lot of my customers say. So it's the front of the box. So you go to all apps. Yeah. And you go to file browser. Okay. Once you're in file browser, oh, hold on 1 second. Yes, we went to file browser. There you go. Once you get to file browser, I'm sorry, it keeps kicking me out. So let's try that again. File browser. I pressed OK. Once you're in file browser, you're going to see this screen. You want to go down, press the arrow down, this one, press it down to local disk. Press OK on local disk. Then you'll see this come and you want to go down to download. You press OK on download. And now I've got a bunch of these Rogue apps here installed because I've been doing a lot of testing and helping people with them. So you need to go to the right hand side and look at today's date and time. Like whatever time it is now that you're watching this, you want to look at that date and time and look for the date and time it is now and look for that. And as you can see here, it's for me, it's the 31st, 1 a.m. So I'm going to drag it all the way across because that's the file I want. I don't want any previous files that we installed before. I don't want the old Rogue that we had before. So yours won't have these numbers. If you don't have Rogue, if this is your first time installing Rogue, you're just going to see Rogue latest. If you've installed Rogue before, you're going to see it like mine. It might say 111 or whatever. I've installed it so many times, okay? So you're going to go down to your date and time that you installed it, the newest file, and you're going to press OK. And there's Rogue. It's going to ask me to, at the bottom, to install. I'm going to say install. Okay, and now it's done. App install. It's going to say done or open. So I'm going to say open. And we're almost done, guys. Whew, this is a long video. So now here we are. Type in your email address. Please open up your email now on your phone. Make sure it's open on a laptop or tablet, whatever. If it's on your phone or for your husband or wife, tell them to open up their email because it's going to send you a code and you have 30 seconds to do it. So type in your email address. After you type in your email address, you go to go over here. You know, that blue button there, you go there, right? And it brings you to password. You type in your password, then you go there again. For those of you guys who want to just get rid of the keyboard after you put your password, if you've typed in your password, you can just push the back button and it'll get rid of that keyboard, and then you can go down to log in. And don't forget, please, your password again has to be 8 characters. So when you put your password that you make up for Rogue, like I said, I like to pick 6 letters. My first letter is going to be capital, then my 5 letters are going to be all small, and then I pick a number, right? I pick the number, which can be anywhere from 1 to, let me change it, 1 to whatever, 0. And after you pick your number, I like to pick this for the symbol. You need to put this at the end. So you need a total of 8 characters for the password. And that's it. And then when you press login, it will log you in. So, oh, and then no, this will now send you the code. So check your email, because on your screen, you're going to see a bunch of blocks with numbers that you need to enter in here. And those are the numbers that was sent to your email. And when you want to enter in the numbers, the best way to do it is use your remote. It's easier than going on the keyboard and having to pick the numbers. So that may help you push in those numbers quicker when they send you your code. Okay, and the other thing is, please do any updates that it asks you to. When Rogue asks you to do an update, please do the updates. When you first log in, there's going to be up here a rectangle screen that says loading 300 files or loading 3,000 files. Just let it load. Allow that to load. And also, every night when you are done using Rogue, no matter, sorry about that, my throat's getting dry from talking so much. When you're done using Rogue, no matter where you are inside Rogue, please press back, 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 this. Back, back, back. Keep pressing it till you cannot press back anymore. And right in the middle of your screen is going to say something like, oh, don't leave, there's so much for you to watch, or something like that. And you go to exit anyway, and you press OK, and you get out of Rogue. Don't leave Rogue running every day in your, like, don't leave it running all day long, because it's gonna just get, you're gonna have to just unplug your box and plug it back, because it's just gonna freeze all the time. So when you're not watching it, exit Rogue, press back, 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 this one, all the way out. Okay, so this has been a pretty detailed video. I think I've explained everything, and I think one other thing I need to show you is for the Buzztv 5 owners, you will see Rogue somewhere down here already added around the bottom there. If you scroll, you'll see Rogue. For Buzztv 4, if you want to add your Rogue to the front screen the way mine is, you go to the plus sign over there. Right? You press OK. I'll show you in a second. Once you press OK, you will scroll down to Rogue there at the bottom, and then you press OK, and it'll add the star like the way my star is. And after you press OK and add the star, push the back button out so you don't go adding more stuff. You don't want to add any more, because then just have things there that you won't use. So press the back button. And when you press the back button, it'll take you back out, and you'll be home, and Rogue will be on the front right there. Also, when you use Rogue, you will not need any of these top buttons up here. You're not going to use any more of these this TV, VOD, PVR. Those were all for the old system here. You don't need any of those anymore. So you're just going to be using your up and down to go to the channels. Okay, so I guess this video was almost 40 minutes, but Rogue doesn't take 40 minutes to install. I've gone into a lot of detail here. I mean, if you're technical, you can have, if you're a technical person, you understand technology, you can get this installed within 3 minutes. And for those who aren't so technical, I've seen 5 minutes. So I just went into a lot of detail here, and this is for very basic, like beginners. So we're spending 40 minutes. This is how long a phone conversation would sometimes take me. So that's how detailed I was with you. How I spoke on this video is exactly how we would be talking on the phone. So this video is going to be very helpful for you. Okay, I hope this helps, and I'll see you in another video.